Good morning, friends. It's Nancy, and I am here to start a new journal. I just uploaded a flip through of Fabiola. Where are you, Fabiola? There she is. And time to start a new journal. So what I have here is, I believe this is 12 by 9. Yeah, 9 by 12 envelope. And I've covered it with this fabric, which I'm sure looks familiar to everybody. I think every baby dress in the 80s was made out of this. And I have a piece of a quilt that I'm going to use for the top. I'm not sure. Like I want to keep all of it, but I'm going to have to sacrifice some of it. Probably like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, before I do that though, I want to add some lace here to make pockets. So I have a couple of options here. I'm not sure this is going to work or not. So these, I think these are cuffs. These are totally going to work. Absolutely. So I'm just going to sort of tack them down here with a little bit of glue. It's even got hand stitches. That's hand embroidered. Nice. Okay, so I am going to have to pull it up a bit. So it's going to have to overhang a bit. I'm wondering if I should turn these around. I'm no longer wondering, I'm doing. The cold continues. Stuck with it, I think. The knee is good. Went and saw the rheumatologist on Wednesday, I guess it was. And as predicted, the cause of the knee is a flare-up of rheumatoid arthritis. So he gave me a shot of prednisone in the joint, which was not a big deal at all. I thought it was going to be terrible. Excuse me. One of the gals at work had her knee done the week before. She took 2 days off work. I took nothing off. I went right to work. Well, actually, I went to the dentist first. It was a day. It was a day. All right. So I'm going to find find the halfway mark here. It's Saturday. Townwide yard sales start today. Well, I guess there was one last week, but it was not something I was interested in last week because I was in bed sick. Okay. So that's where I'm going to sew my signature in. I'm just going to grab a little bit of glue here so I can tack it down. So I want to use more of what I have. Like, I've had this quilt cut up into scraps for months, and I wanted to make some covers with it, but I just didn't get around to it. And it's such a great quilt. Got it at an estate sale in October. Okay, I'm going to sew this. Okay, so I double stitched around the edge, trimmed the quilt part off a bit. Now I have 2 pockets with hand embroidery. Now this the name of this quilt pattern is Grandmother's Flower Garden. So I want to do a flower garden theme. Perfect. I got lots of stuff with flowers and naturey stuff. And I grabbed some music. There's one called In My Garden. I guess that's the one I'm going to use. Okay. Ooh, it's blank. $19.29. $0.60. Kind of grubby up here, but ooh, some of the dirt's coming right off. Well, let that be a lesson to you, Nancy. How big are you? Oh, this is 12 inches. So it's exactly the same size as the envelope. I think I'm just going to take 1/4 of an inch off all around. And I'm using my rotary cutter so that you don't have any issues with antique paper ripping. So I'm challenging myself to use stuff that I've already got out. So I have a box of stuff here, and I have a box of stuff on the floor. I'm not going to cut into anything new, she says. So I haven't done any crafting this week. I did do some tidying one day. That's about it. Just lining this up with the lines on my cutting mat. Okay. Yes, I do like that it's blank on the inside. Wonder if I'm going to need to reinforce this. Probably wouldn't hurt. I have strips of paper already cut that I can just grab. And let's put that right there. Okay, there's our page number 1. Now I'm sad. Why did I cut that? I think I'm going to use I'm going to use this instead. And like I might be able to put this in somewhere else. But I kind of want the first page to be on the largish side. Now, what I'm interested in finding is another cup of coffee. Okay. I got this piece of linen. I think this was a tablecloth once upon a time. And I thought I might do yeah, I might do that. And I specifically wanted the blues and purples so that it's you know, a little paler. Okay, going to I can trim this a little better later. Whoops. Just wondering about weaving a ribbon through there. Yeah, I think I will. Let me grab some ribbon. So I've got some silk ribbon. I'm just putting it through this well, I guess it's a tapestry needle. And just going to weave it in and out. Yeah, so May the 3rd. I think it's National Scrapbooking Day. Feels like it's that time of year. So maybe you're participating in a scrapbooking event today. This got turned around. I'm going to try that again. Try to do a little neater. If it gets turned around again, well, I'm not going to worry too much about it. There we go. That worked. Yep, that got twisted. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I'll just try my best. Get it to lay as flat as possible. heard Doug up earlier. He had shoes on. And then when I went up to get my coffee, I could hear snoring again. Maybe that's the secret, is just do a few stitches. No, it still gets turned around. That's a big muck. Yep. Okay, that'll do. There's a couple of turns here that really are disappointing, but something I thought of doing is putting a ribbon bow. Where are you, babe? Okay. This glue hasn't been used in a week, so I don't know. I think we're probably going to have to give it a jab with a pin. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here to keep the knot tied. That'll dry clear, and I'm going to put a little glue on the end of the ribbon so it won't fray. And then I'm going to put some glue at the bottom. Just tap, tap, tap that down. And with any luck, that glue will prevent any fraying of the linen. right, time to sew. Oh, wait a second. Before I sew, I'm going to there. I'm just going to back that ribbon up so that I can catch it in the stitching, and I don't have to worry about it going rogue. All right, now we can stitch. Stitched all around. I'm just going to pull the thread through so that I can tie a knot. Like so. And carefully trim the hanging over bit. Anxious to see what the other side looks like. Okay. Here we are. Now, I know I have a page in here that came from a gardening book. Here it is. It has the garden course. Kitchen garden planting table. I need to iron this. I'm so sorry. And need to reinforce this. This you lay down there. What kind of nonsense are you playing at? Okay. We need a flower. Please sing along. Sorry, I'm decided to use a little page instead. This is an old book from, I want to say the 30s, 20s or 30s. Okay, now we need some plain papers, I guess. What have I got in the box first? That's a good page. All right. Oh, this is a card. $19.94. I think I'm going to have to cut this off and just take like 1/8 of an inch off each one. And that leaves the back blank. Okay, I'm going to add these. And this one says 1 red rose. I like that. So I might put 1 red rose on there. All right. Excuse me. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off there. Okay. That'll work. That's not really gardeny, is it? I do have this though. Okay, let's get some blank pages. Let me grab something. Okay, I have tea-dyed lined paper. I grabbed this out of a Edith Holden book. I have some Braille paper. This is a little, let me put it that way. You know, the thing. Ledger. And this is some tea-dyed paper. Some gardening journal. And some appointment book. These are all papers that I had pre-folded. Okay. I think I would like in the neighborhood of 20. So what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'll use this one. I forgot how many I had now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Got some half sheets in here. Or some short sheets anyway. oldie. I think that might do it. I have to fix that. Couple of crooked ones in there. This must be fixed. All right, I think I have 20 or 21 pages in here now. I'm going to put this in the center, but I want to add lace. What have I got here? What have I got handy? Not much. I do like that. I think I'm going to put it on the outside edge at the front though. And then when this is closed, you should be able to see that green. Should be. All right. That's pretty grubby. No, I don't want that color. I want something brighter. Okay, I've got this trim. Okay, let's see what you look like. You look all right. I'm going to give these a sew. So it's Sunday. My battery died. My phone. I continued to work on this journal and add some bits and pieces. I thought, well, I'll just finish it off with one last little project. I want to make a journal card out of this book page. So I need a little something to back it. blank on the back, so that will do. Hope your weekend's going well. I did nothing yesterday. Oh, it's not true. I did go to a thrift store. I needed a book. The book I was reading, I realized about 2 chapters in that I'd already read it. Oy, oy, oy. And do a little bit of ink. And I recall that I have some gardening themed scrapbook papers in my stash somewhere, so I'm going to dig that out. I don't use a lot of scrapbook paper. Not for any particular reason. And I do buy it, so. Not sure if I want to turn that into a tag. Got blue ink on me for some reason. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn it into a tag. I just filled this yesterday, so and I could do a button. But maybe I will do a little bit of this twiny stuff. Nope. what if I separate the plies? Try that. See if that works. Well, it's not perfect, but come on, glue. Okay, I'll let that dry. All right, so this is it for today. Come back again soon and we'll do some more work on this particular journal and many more. Alrighty, you take care. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.